say so. Hey everyone, Soundwave84 here. In this review today, we'll take a look at Studio Series Optimus Prime based on his look from the Transformers Devastation video game. This is deluxe class, so he's going to be a little bit small for an Optimus Prime, but it's like I said, based on the video game, so he's got some cell shading going on the the windows of the cab and his chest, his titties. Nice artwork here on the truck. The bot mode, you see some more on the side here, and a little bit of the arm hanging off over there. Now they sort of uniform the boxes. The Age of the Primes and the Studio Series now look alike. You look at them, they all uniform. The only difference is this little stripe that goes around the box. It's blue on the Studio Series, and it's gold on the Age of the Primes. So that's how you tell them apart. They're going more uniform in the way the boxes look and are made. Even the Earthspark toys, which I think they don't have the plastic still. But they got this little thing here, and it's just in like whitish, like an off-white color. Now on the front of the box, it will tell you how many steps it takes to get the figure around, as well as on the back here, it tells you 21 steps all the way around. And it still gives you a little blurb on the Studio Series, the Age of Prime. You don't get this. Now for this, it tells you everything right there. Optimus Prime stops the Decepticons from turning Earth into a new Cybertron. So we're taking a look at Optimus Prime. Now, I have seen some hate online on this Prime, and yeah, when I first saw it, it's like he looks like a hollow mess. He's got really hollow thighs and everything. So the pictures don't do the figure justice. It just looks cheap in pictures. But also, I did notice when I got the figure, but I did see it in a comment on Facebook, people saying, "No, this sucks. Studio Series doesn't come with their backdrops anymore." I was like, oh yeah. I didn't even notice that until the figure out. But yeah, we're not getting these anymore in your Studio Series figures. You don't get the backdrop with the actual, it's got the instruction manual there, but with a backdrop in the scene that the figure is based on, or something from the movie or the game or something like that. So that sucks. So now we have lost that, but we're still paying the same amount of money. So it doesn't really bother me that much, because there's no way I could put every figure I have on their displays, because I don't have that kind of room. I know some people probably like to do that though, and they like the look of that. It doesn't bother me, but I know it will bother some people. And yes, say hello to my pile of crap. Alright, so we're going to do this review a little bit backwards. We're actually going to start off in vehicle mode and work our way to robot mode. Transformation is very simple, so you can do it back and forth fairly easy on this figure. It's a deluxe figure. It's pretty simplistic, but it actually looks pretty good. Now, I did see that comment. Now, that's why I was looking at my phone, and I read something, and I was like, sure. Someone made a comment that their core class Optimus Prime looks better than this Optimus Prime. Sure, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Not saying his opinion is wrong, but it's wrong. Now, it's wrong to me. I think this Prime looks better than the core class Optimus Prime. Now, I don't have the core class with the animated look to it, where it's more in the animation colors and not the just silver legs and stuff, like this one right here. But they made them again in that 2-pack with Bumblebee, and they did them more in the G1 animation colors. And that one looks really good. The Core Class Prime is excellent. This Prime here is also good. Now, as I said, pictures don't do this figure justice. I'm not saying it's a great figure and everybody needs to buy it. In my opinion, though, this is a fun action figure, or transformer. It's like an action figure that can transform. Almost like the actual alt mode transformation was like secondary, but you have a fun action figure in this. It is awfully small, especially in vehicle modes. You can see here, it looks small. It is small. I do have the Core Class Nemesis Prime, which is the same as the Optimus Prime, so you can get a sense of the scaling there. Not saying it's as small as the Core Class, but it's a small deluxe in vehicle mode. Now, that's not the first time we've had small vehicle modes. We can take some Transformers here that are even Voyagers, in vehicle mode. And again, they do have small alt modes. People did mention a lot, he's kind of bigger than my thing, that like Grapple and Inferno, the cabs and stuff, they were very small and almost didn't scale. Here, I think the scale works. So that's a Voyager. He's small, but he is also a lot bigger, like in length, than this deluxe class Optimus Prime. And a quick scale here. Here is with a G1 Optimus Prime. This is my very much well played with well loved G1 Prime. So you can see G1 Prime a lot bigger and beefier in alt mode than your Studio Series Devastation Optimus Prime. Of course, you get the rubber tires and everything. Now we're going to take a closer look here at this figure in alt mode. The battle axe, he doesn't come with a gun. He just comes with his battle axe. It stores right here. There's a tab that slots in on his legs. Be careful with this. It's got to fit underneath this. When you try to put it in, you can be hitting that. You got to kind of put it under the smokestack and then tab it in. And I have seen where someone has broke this right here at the handle where this meets, because it goes from a thicker plastic to a thinner plastic. And if you put too much force on that spot, you can probably snap it. But I'm not saying the plastic's cheap and all. It's thick plastic. It's got some thick paint on it as well. Thick yellow, kind of yellowish gold paint, almost like a mustard color. Turn to the front here. Get the cell shaded windows. Almost like someone just spit on that and it's just running down. So we get that. And that's kind of in the video game. The character models are very much cell shaded all over. They didn't do the all over on this, but they just at least did the windshields. I kind of wish they did all the the Studio Series ones based on the '86 movie this way as well. Put the cell shading on the windshields and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. And when I say he's a small deluxe figure, here's the deluxe adding actual reason. This car is bigger than this Optimus Prime. So very small, but he looks good. I'm not going to fault the overall alt mode. I do like the fact that all the wheels are pinned in, so we don't get any those snap-in wheels. I really do like that. So they do roll extremely well. So this Optimus Prime rolls really good. I like that fact right there. Underside, he solidifies. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Really well. Feet just fold over. Do have some molded in tail lights. Kind of wish they had went the extra mile and painted them red. My only thing is, when you are standing on them, you're going to be scraping that. So maybe the paint could eventually scrape off. I'm sure Toy Hacks probably make some labels that you can put on the back to liven that up just a little bit. And probably make some labels here to give him a side window as well. That's just all red on the sides. Now his little few things here on the white, I didn't even realize that's what this was, is this white. So he's all white. He's got the animation, video game look in the color schemes of being white, not silver and all that. So it's nice Optimus Prime, some silver painted tail lights, get the yellow paint here. We'll get some of the blue there for the crotchetals as well. You'll see more of that in robot mode. You see here, it does have the trailer port. So if you have the Earthrise trailer, I do have some non-F Productions upgrades on this. But I did take off their little hitch so we can use the stock one that came with the actual trailer. It just goes right in there. And the trailer doesn't look too bad scale-wise with this. Pulls just fine. So a little head-on look here of your Optimus Prime with this trailer. Now, if you have the Studio Series 86, the scale is going to be way off. It's a big trailer. It will work on that. You still can pull that as well. It just shows how small this Optimus Prime is compared to this trailer, because you can probably just store this Optimus Prime right in the back with all his blast effects. Yeah, he does fit in there. If I just took that stuff out, he would fit in the back of Studio Series 86 Prime's trailer. Alright, so we're going to transform this Optimus Prime into robot mode. Like I said, it's very simple. I'll just go ahead and fold the feet down and out. So I get the feet done there. Take this right here. Just untabs from this. Bring it to the side. We're not going to close it down yet because we got to do the legs fully here. I'm going to bring this down because we're going to take his arms out. This has little tabs that grab onto the arms here. So these tab into the back. Arms go right in there, so just pull them out. Transforms just like G1 Prime. Pull it out to the side. This just slides out. Get the hands. We got that arm. Do this one as well. Bring it out to the side. Fold out the hand. Untap his legs from each other. We're going to bring them down. This just gets pushed into, it has a slope. We're going to spin this around. Bring this around. That's going to form the sides. Now we're going to take his legs here. This is going to spin out. That. Now this comes down now. It tabs into the slot right here. These just fold in. And the head's just on the back side. Bring that up. That. Spin his head around. Come to this. It's going to fold up. This. And they catch on. There you go. You have transformed this Optimus Prime into a robot mode. Look at the head sculpt here. I was proud to get some painted blue eyes, like a baby powder blue in there. We don't have the tall antenna here. We got the shorter stacks. How about insignia? See all the yellow here, the little blue paint there. Come down to the legs. I think it looks fine in robot mode. I think robot mode is a win on this figure. The only really negatives are the inner thighs. It just really stands out when you get a side view of all that. And then this can maybe be bothersome to some people as well on the inner forms. So it does have some hollowness, and that's going to be everybody's probably biggest complaint. Robot mode is not bad at all. You got some good articulation on this figure. You can do like that. He's got the hinges for transformation, so you can do back, go slightly a little bit forward as well. So you can do this. You got upper bicep swivels, 90-degree knees, elbows. So you can get a T-pose. There's no up or down the head. You 360 a sucker all the way around. Get waist swivels. Don't really get a 360 because you're hitting on the tires back here. You'd have to like work that around. So you don't really get 360 there. There is no upper hip swivel. You do get a slight swivel here at the knee. You can do full splits, do the Jean-Claude Van Damme, kick forward, back, you kind of hit back here, but forward is really good. I like how they have this as one piece, so that goes with it. You get ankle tilts for days, and it also snaps and locks in, so you kind of got to tap it out like that. Knee bends are about 90 degrees. So that's your articulation. There's no wrist swivels or anything, but you do get this little transformation, so you get a little bit inward movement for that. So like I said, you get some good articulation. Like I said, he's a fun action figure. Take his battle axe. It's got like that little effect of him swinging it. You stick it in either hand. It is a tight fit. Get in there. You just gotta push it. Yeah. So it's a tight fit, so that's probably how the person broke it, because they probably got to put a lot of pressure to get that to go in there. It doesn't have a blaster, but if you got the Legacy United Optimus Prime based on the G1 toy, you know he comes with 2 guns. So you have an extra gun. So all we got to do with that is give it to this Optimus Prime. I think it's going to be a tight fit. So just be careful you don't crack hands or stress mark stuff. You can get that in there. Now he has a blaster as well. So if you have that Legacy United Optimus Prime, it has 2 blasters, you can give one of them to your Devastation Optimus Prime from Studio Series. Look at the robot mode, which I think is the best mode of this figure. Like I said, he makes a fun action figure. Yes, he has some hollow thighs. The ones up there at the hips, I don't think they're really going to do much further filler for that, because I think it's going to be too much of a hitting issue. But I'm sure some company will make some fillers for his thighs and probably his forearms. For people who don't like that, there are upgrades, which though adds to the cost overall for the figure. Like I said though, this is a fun action figure in robot mode. I think if you enjoy playing around with your Transformers, posing them, this one is a win for that. Now, he does lack the waist articulation that you're probably going to want out of that. Overall, I think he makes a good Optimus Prime. He looks good. He's got a good head sculpt. I like it. You know, it is slightly small. I think it's a good head sculpt. I think the overall colors on this Optimus Prime pop, look really good. Like I said, he is a fun figure to fiddle with. Out of all the figures I've got so far out of the new Studio Series and Age of the Primes, he is one of my favorites just to fiddle with. Not saying he's the best figure in the world, he's just fun to play around with. Is he worth the 25 bucks? Hell no. Really, none of these figures are worth that 25 bucks. They are overpriced. But like I said, he is a fun figure. If you like action figures, I think you will like this figure. He gets some nice poses. He's got the nice little axe. But I think I like him a little bit more with the blaster. So let's do some size comparisons real quick. Here he is next to Velocitron IDW Blur. You see, as a deluxe figure. He actually scales pretty decently in robot mode. It's just the truck mode where he's a lot smaller than he really should be. Alright, we'll carry on the size comparisons. My batteries died in my little turntable. So here he is next to the deluxe class Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. See, this Devastation Prime is slightly shorter. I do think the Transformers 1 Prime, for being a deluxe class, does give you more bang for your buck. Especially in robot mode, he's got a lot more articulation than the Devastation Prime does. But they're both still fun figures, and I still like Devastation Prime. Next to the core class Optimus Prime, which is the better figure according to some people. I mean, it could be if you like the fun little ones. He's still a fun little figure. You can actually get the classic pose from the '86 movie with that core class figure. So he is a good Optimus Prime. Not knocking that. But Devastation is a really good Optimus Prime too, in deluxe class scaling. And next to the Legacy United Deluxe Class Optimus Prime, which is very small as well. Very small in robot mode. You see he's a lot shorter than your Devastation Optimus Prime. He's also stand compatible, so if you have one of these stands, you can shove it right up his butt. He's got a hole right there in the middle. Shove that stand there so you can get him in the poses. You can't totally hit the '86 pose, but he gets pretty dang close. But so he is a fun action figure. So I do like this figure. I would recommend it if you're into Optimus Prime. You want to get a lot of his primes. I wouldn't skip out on this one. I just wouldn't really put him into his alt mode. I'll just leave him in robot mode. Well, thanks for watching this review. Until the next one. Peace out.